Oh, my wonderful grandchild, I hope you're having and will have a great day. And everything that we're talking about is my hope that you have a great life and that you're able to pass this great life on to your children and to your grandchildren. How do you do this? Well, it's up to you to be a tough, thoughtful, spiritual person of action because, it's kind of mean when you hear it, but no one is coming for you. If you're going to be successful in your life, maybe 90% of it, 99% of it is on you. There's those 10 two-letter words. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. In other words, nobody can go to work for you today and think, how am I going to get a promotion? Who's got a promotion? Where are the opportunities in this company? Am I going to be able to make more money? And if not, then I'm thinking, okay, what kind of skills am I learning that I can apply when I apply to another job or when I start my own business? So I'm not just some bump on a log, going in every day, the same. Nothing changes today, tomorrow, next. There are people who do the same kind of thing, boring, mindless things, for their whole career. Do you really want this to be 1/3 of your life? Or do you want to be somebody who says, no, I'm going to take control. I'm going to have everything that I want in my life for myself and my family because I'm going to make that happen, because I'm going to be tough. Yeah, it may be tough to give up a job and go to another job. It may be tough to, you have friends at work that you're working with and now you're going to start over with somebody else. Maybe you get used to the well-meaning boss that you have, but if it's in a job that you're going nowhere, maybe you have to go somewhere else. So you're thinking, is anybody going to help me? Well, with that said, you can say, well, come on, Bill, you're helping me. That's right, Papa Bill is helping you. Success.org, the courses, the app, everything. Yes, I'm trying to help you. And also what I teach you, and I think very strongly of, is one of our 3 business rules. For a quality product or service that the market demands to charge a fair price, appreciate your customer, always say thank you and ask for more business. And now the important one, copy success. Find people who are already successfully doing what it is that you want to do and then do what they're doing. A lot of people who have been successful at something, they're not threatened by you saying, oh, gee, can I ask you a couple of questions? How do you get started? Blah, blah, and learning all of this stuff. So there are people, there are mentors, there are people who will help you. And, if you think, well, can I read books? Yeah, there are people who have written books and their primary purpose is to help you. If they make money, fine, but, they really want to help you. And certainly that's true online and certainly true on YouTube and TikTok. There are thousands, tens of thousands of people who are trying to share their knowledge and help you. But then in the end, you got to bring all this in. Who's going to bring it out? Yeah, that's got to be you. That's got to be you getting up every day and saying, today I'm going to go a little bit further. Today I'm going to work, I'm angry and I'm doing this. Today I'm going to take a few deep breaths. Today I'm going to help somebody that I ordinarily wouldn't help. And I'm going to feel good about myself. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this to help them and I'm feeling good about myself. I'm going to give that person on the street who, asks me every day with their paper cup, for $1. Screw it. Today I'm going to give them the $1. Okay? Today somebody in work who has got a tough time meeting people or talking or people ignore, and you say, no, I'm going to say hello to that person. I'm going to be the exception for them. So is anybody coming to help? You can say, yeah, that's a part. That could be a big part of who you are. A tough, thoughtful, spiritual person of action. And when you have your condos and you're a landlord, you want to be somebody who has quality property, and you treat your tenants, you're thinking, my tenants are giving up half of their salary to me. God, love my tenants. You hear me say that all the time. Love your tenants. Why? Because they make the real estate investment business work by paying you rent month after month after month after month after year, and then your kids and your grandchildren, That's what I'm saying, It's hard to get these condos or the house to rent or the two-family house or four-family house, whatever you're going to do. But once you get it, it really is like a little money machine that keeps churning, 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 churning. Yeah, so, well, what's the cash flow? You're a lot better buying the property than you are not buying any property. And I'm telling you, okay, when I was teaching how to make $1 million in real estate, it was a very popular adult education during the middle 1980s. I had, every one of my classes was packed with people. What kind of property should I buy? Anybody who took my advice back then, and my advice is not that much different then than it is now. Anybody who did that is wealthy today. Every single person. Doesn't matter what property you bought. Go back and look at values in the mid-80s, 90s. 2005, what did those condos sell for? Say, I'll take 10, And I can tell you that throughout my almost 80 years of life, this is going to continue. Back when I started in the early 70s, prices are too high, interest rate out of control. It's the same BS back then. It's always been the same, by people of inaction, people who are not going to do it. And there are plenty of, who is it? It's the overwhelming majority of people who aren't doing it, who probably are going to tell you, oh, my brother had a tenant. Oh, the guy was a real bastard. He had, he had 2 dogs and they were barking, and he had the toilet leaking and his water bill. You're going to have a lot of people telling you why not to do something, and you think, no, I've thought about this and I've talked to enough people to know, I want to do this. So that's what I'm saying. No one's coming for you. It's got to be you, but it's always got to be you thinking. How am I going to take this information in? How am I going to make it mine? How is it going to become part of my objectives and my plans? And then what am I? I'm the tough, thoughtful, spiritual person the person of action. So not the egghead who just has all this information and then does nothing with it. No, you're somebody who's going to go back there and make life happen so you have a great life for yourself and your family. You have everything you want. You can spoil those you love. This is good. Maybe you're busting your ass for it, but this is all good. Isn't it? Come on, listen to your Papa Bill. He wants the best for you.